We continue quadratic systems with solving a quadratic system. To solve a quadratic system is very similar to solving a linear system. We make sure both equations are solved for y, and then we substitute one equation in for y in the other. Let's look at example 1. Notice both of these equations are already solved for y. We do not have to do so. Since y is equal to 2x plus 1 and y is equal to x squared minus 5x plus 7, we can set them equal to each other and solve. So if we can get 0 on one side, we can factor. So that's our goal. Let's get 0 to one side. It would be easier if I move 2x plus 1 over to this side. So let's subtract 2x from both sides. And let's also subtract 1 from both sides. So we have 0 on the left side. The x squared just comes down. Negative 5, negative 2 is negative 7x. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So now all we have to do is factor. Let's do the snowflake to factor. If it's not possible to factor, then we have to use the quadratic formula. Okay. The target product is a times c, which is 6. The target sum is negative 7. The two numbers that multiply together to give me 6, but combine to give me negative 7, negative 6 and negative 1. A is 1, so ax is 1x. So the two factors will be x minus 6 and x minus 1. Set each of these equal to 0 and solve. X minus 6 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 6, and x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1. I have the two x values. I just need to know y. So let's plug these two values separately back into either one of these equations. This linear equation looks easier, so I'm going to substitute first 6 into the linear equation. So substituting 6 into the linear equation, we get y equals 12 plus 1. Y is equal to 13. So our first solution is when x is 6, y is 13. Let's look at the second solution. When x is 1, what is y? Y is 3. So my two solutions are 6, 13 and 1, 3. Next problem. Let's look at example 2. Notice that y is equal to both x squared plus 3x minus 2 and negative 5x minus 3. Because of this, I am able to set both of these equal to each other and solve. The goal is to get 0 on one side. Let's add 5x to both sides and add 3 to both sides. 0 is equal to x squared plus 8x plus 1. Now notice in this problem, when I try to do the snowflake method or when I try to factor it, the target product is 1 and the target sum is 8. Since the only factors of 1 are 1 and 1, there's no way I can add those together and get 8. So I cannot use this method. I need to use the quadratic formula to find out what x is equal to. Remember, the quadratic formula is the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. A is 1, B is 8, and C is also 1. The opposite of b is negative 8, plus or minus the square root of 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1. This is all over 2 times 1. So we have x equals negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 minus 4. All of this is over 2. X is equal to negative 8 plus or minus the square root. 64 minus 4 is 60. All divisible by 2. Now remember, I've got to simplify 60, so over here somewhere. 60 is 10 times 6. 10 is 2 times 5. 6 is 2 times 3. I have a pair of 2's. What's left over gets multiplied together. So that's 2 times the square root of 15. So we have x equals negative 8 plus or minus 2 times the square root of 15, all divisible by 2. Now notice that there are 3 terms that are divisible by 2, so I can reduce this further. X equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 15. Okay, now that I have that, we need to plug it into one of the equations and find out what y is equal to. The easiest one to solve will obviously be the linear. I'm going to give me some room to separate all this work. Don't forget the minus 3 out here. And 20 minus 3 is 17 minus 5 times the square root of 15. In the second equation, we have y equals negative 5x minus 3. So we have y equals, substituting in for x, negative 4 minus the square root of 15 minus 3. Then y equals 20, because negative 5 times negative 4 is 20, plus 5 times the square root of 15 minus 3. So y is equal to 17 plus 5 times the square root of 15. So the two solutions are, when x is negative 4 plus the square root of 15, y is 17 minus 5 times the square root of 15. And when x is negative 4 minus the square root of 15, y is 17 plus 5 times the square root of 15. And those are the two answers.